the open guy and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Card. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away from one. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Thomas. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Line getting set on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll play it. The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Card. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On the return, it's Thomas. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they
Open runway ahead. Still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Card. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back now with poor pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board in 2 consecutive.
He gets a hand on it. Scoop it up and going the other way. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McCoby. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the move, it's McCoby. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man. It's Card. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Thomas. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Fires deep on the run. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot and it's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires on the move. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Now, snap to the up man. It's a fake. Oh, they are all over got a chance, and the fake blows up in their face. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off play action. Coming after it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to go up top on first down. What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looking for a big gain. He's got it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question that the quarterback was going to be back. Nice job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Card. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Handoff from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body. Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
They're bringing heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a...
All bottled up, and now the ball is free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Card. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's live. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air. It's Card. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, LSU! And the punishment has been extended.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got his man.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes a move. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. On the move, he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Fires on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looking to throw it again. Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last trip.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. And kudos to the offense for finding that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Bringing it back, it's Thomas. Dances away again. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Heaves it deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
on to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback? Is in store. We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, what a move! He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man downfield. Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's live. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're
intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going for it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. The play action fake. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense.
It's a fake. He's looking to throw. He'll heave it deep. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the school.
And I tell you what, on field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or 2 back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's McCoby. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
2-9 Philly, and go.
Wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Coming after it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second.
They got it. It's blocked. And they got it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's loose. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.